And now, it's time for another Dice Tower review with Tom Vasel.
I'm always looking forward to the next yellow game. This one is Ninja Taisen, which is a hard one to figure out how to pronounce it because the name is really kind of obscured there. But this is a two-player game in which you are trying to capture the enemy village, and there's a calm and peace between the two villages, but now with a desire for vengeance, the peace treaty ended. So you're sending out your ninjas to go conquer the enemy village. It's a card game that uses dice and then a rock, paper, scissors combat style, but it's very, very quick. Here's how it plays. You're going to build a bunch of these cards here in a row to make a board. This board doesn't really matter. It's just to show different spaces. There's actually dots in the back to help you know how to build it. Each player starts in a village, and they're going to have a shogun in their village. Their shogun has a strength of 4 and is all 3 colors, red, blue, and green. The other people are going to be ranked from 1 to 3, and they're going to be into 3 different colors, which are going to correspond with rock, paper, and scissors. Now, you're going to place your shogun in your village, and then the rest are going to be put out randomly, 3, 3, 2, and 1. Now, on a player's turn, they're going to roll the 3 dice. There's a die for each color, and the dice have on them 1 through 3. And this shows what ninjas I can move on my turn. I don't have to move ninjas, but if I move a ninja, let's say I rolled a 3 on the green, so I decide to move this ninja 3 spaces, 1, 2, 3. I then want to move a red ninja 2 spaces, so I want to move this red ninja, so she's going to move 2. And the person on top of her goes with her, so 1, 2. And then I want to move a blue ninja, so I move this one. He has 2 people on top of him, so I move him 3. 1, 2, 3. And we're making stacks as we move along. A ninja can only move with 2 on top of him, so if there's this many ninjas here, I can't move this red one or this red one because they have 3 or 4 on top of them respectively. Now when your ninja lands at the same spot as somebody else, you're going to have a contest between the ninjas until one side is defeated. So you use the top one. So over here the top one is a 2 paper, and here we have a 3 rock. Well, paper beats rock, and in case you forget that, the game actually comes with a card to remind you. So this one's defeated. Then the 2 goes up against the 3. They're both paper, so in this case the larger number wins, and this one is defeated. But if there was a larger stack, so let's show an example of a larger stack. Let's say this stack is going up against this stack here. All right, so we have paper versus scissors. Well, the paper loses. Then we have rock versus scissors. Well, the scissors loses. Now we have rock versus the shogun, and the shogun is every color, so this is also a rock. So 4 beats 2, the 2 loses. However, the special rule with the shogun is when he beats an enemy, his strength goes down by the strength of the enemy. So now he's only at 2. But he's going up against a 1 paper, so he still defeats that because he would be a 2 paper. Now he's a 1 paper. If there had been another one there, he might have been defeated. And that's how you play the game. The game is over when you get one of your ninjas into your enemy's village. You'll win, or if you kill all their ninjas. Whoever does that wins the game. Now, my first thoughts when playing this game were, it reminds me kind of classic games like Shot and Totten and Battle Line and Lost Cities type thing. You're maneuvering cards, but there is more luck in the game because of the dice, right? And also the initial setup. But there's strategy as you move things around, and you're like, ooh, I must set up for combat. Then combat starts, and just like, everyone's just killing each other, which is fine. It's a really fast game, and most games, every game I've played so far has been won by someone getting to the enemy village, but it could have ended easily by killing everybody else too. But you can try to avoid the other person as you move, and you're moving stacks, and I like that. I'm not a huge fan of the artwork. Yellow usually does the best artwork, and this artwork is fine. I just don't think it's up to their usual standards. Some of the characters they just didn't, I don't know, it's just not my style maybe, is where that's at. But I mean, it does look pretty when it's laid out on the table. It's not like it's bad, it just was not as good as most of Yellow's artwork. But the gameplay I found to be invigorating and quick. Ooh, I'm moving this along, rock, paper, scissors, combat, great, I roll some dice. I'm just going to move 1 person this turn. I'm going to move all 3 of the dice. I'm going to move my shogun up. He's super powerful, right? The shogun can kill anybody the first time, but after that he's vulnerable. So it's interesting as to how you're going to move the stacks around. And sometimes you can move people multiple times. I move a blue on top of a red. Then I move that red with the blue on top of a green. Then I move them all. And you can make some really cool combos. So I don't know that this is quite the classic style game like Shotten Totten is. This is in that genre, but it's more of a, hey, this is a lot of fun to play with two people. And it's also really fast. The box here says 20 minutes, but I'd be hard-pressed to see many games going over 10. It's quick, it's easy, it's simple, it's fun, it's yellow. That's how they do things. Ninja Taisen. Dice Tower Judgment approved!
Thanks so much for watching the Dice Tower videos. Find more great videos and reviews as well as our top-rated audio podcast at Dicetower.com. You can also find other great shows at Dicetowernetwork.com. I'm Eric Summerer, and you've been watching The Dice Tower. The Dice Tower is sponsored by Cool Stuff Inc., where you can find great games for great prices. Cool stuff in stock. Check them out at CoolStuffInc.com.
Shut the door.